All right, Luke, we are going to cap off today's crossover Thursday. Locked on Titans, Locked on Vikings. Thank you for making us your first listen each and every day. For your second listen, check out Locked on NFL. I'm one of the lead hosts of Locked on NFL. Luke joins me every single Wednesday episode. It's the
Y'all want to hear me rant
about
the Bears? Woo boy.
Woo boy. Yeah,
I went off.
Yeah, you guys should definitely check that out. But hey, you get all your Vikings and Titans news in under 30 minutes every day with us. Get your NFL news in under 30 minutes with us. It just makes so much sense. Get subscribed on whatever platform that you watch or listen to the show. But Luke, I'll let you go first as you are the visitors, and that is the format of the show. What are your kind of keys to victory for the Vikings to take care of the Titans and not get upset in this game?
Well, I won't steal yours about the turnovers because I think that really is it. But I think pressure will be big. Whether the Vikings do, like, there's kind of two main flavors you'll get. They've kind of Jekyll and Hyde their defense. Sometimes their defense doesn't blitz at all.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they blitzed much. Well, no, they did blitz Aaron Rodgers a little bit against the Jets, but like in the first parts of the game against the Jaguars, they didn't really blitz. They simmed a lot of pressure. They faked a lot of blitzing, but they did a lot more backing into coverage, tried to win with 4. They ended up adjusting that and going more blitz heavy later in the game, which worked out better. But
I think
sometimes
that'll be the plan for the Vikings, honestly. I think they're going to fake the blitzes just to rattle
sim out
Will
and
Levis,
then see if you can't
and then just
force him to throw a dumb turnover.
Yeah, you're keeping in the tight end and the running back to deal with this pressure that we're showing you. And then we get out of it, and now we have 7 people back in the zone. You only have 3 people in the routes. Will Levis is thinking, I got to get rid of the ball because that's the big thing. And then he makes a mistake and just throws it to somebody who isn't open. I honestly think they'll do that early, get him comfortable, and then go to the blitz late.
They like to do that against like quick strike offenses. Like if your answer to the blitz is to throw a slant, they want to back somebody off into your slant window and sort of confuse you that way. And then suddenly you've done quick game, your O-line has done quick game. And if nobody comes open, all that stuff really falls apart because of the way those pass sets are different and the drops are different. And so it falls apart really fast and you can get disruption. But if your answer is to try to block it up and then go deep or something like that, they might just say, okay, we'll just take this on. So I don't know what they're going to do, right? If we did, we'd probably be more involved in podcasting, but whatever that is, it has to get home. It has to get to Will Levis. You have to get Will Levis rattled. Somebody like him, I want to see him out of rhythm. If you let somebody like that get in rhythm and then none of the bad stuff that he's done all year actually comes to fruition in your game, you did a bad job.
Right. Any other keys?
I'm thinking about Justin Jefferson, and so I don't know off the top of my head. I'm looking to see if FanDuel has a receiving prop up yet. They don't. They'd probably just have touchdown scores.
Yeah, they usually don't put those up until like Friday or Saturday with the player props.
Yeah.
Take
so
the
we're
over.
a little
Does
early
it really
on that.
matter, Luke? Does it matter where they set the line?
The line's at 39.5, and the under kind of looks juicy.
Well, I meant for Justin Jefferson's personal props. Like, does it really matter?
Well, I was going to say receptions prop, because if you say that maybe it's an underneath thing, maybe it's a lot of 7-yard catches, but not like maybe they go back off, they beat quarters, they don't let up the explosive, but you hopefully get a few like dinks and dunks, which might be a good operation against the Vikings, and say, okay, have a 12-play drive without Sam Darnold doing something idiotic. That might have to be the plan.
Well, the Titans are one of the best teams in the NFL at not allowing explosive pass plays. It's the Denard Wilson effect, quite honestly, because you look, the Ravens already have allowed more 20-yard pass plays this year than they did all of last year. And Denard Wilson has been involved with the number 1 pass defense in the NFL for 3 seasons straight now. The Eagles and then the Ravens last year. Now the Titans are the number 1 pass defense in the NFL, even with the injuries that we've talked about with 3 starters out in the secondary. They allowed one last week on a flea flicker, but I think the Titans have only allowed, I think it's 5 pass plays of 20 yards or more so far this year.
So they limit explosives. So yes, I'm taking under on like all the longest yards ones, huh?
Yeah. I would on that, but I like your idea of the reception. So, I mean, if you're getting Justin Jefferson involved a ton underneath, over the middle against those linebackers in zone coverage, that would absolutely be the play.
Yeah. But so elephant in the room, though, is yours, right? Turnovers.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, if the Titans don't win the turnover battle, they stand no chance to win the game. They don't have as good of an offense. And I'm worried about the turnovers. If they can limit the turnovers, I think Will Levis has to use his legs a ton in this game. I think he's got to get out of the pocket. Don't waste time waiting for something to come open against this excellent defensive scheme. If you're getting pressured and there's a little window, tuck the ball and run and get what you can, because if the Titans don't stay on schedule in this game and they're in 3rd and longs, like, they are just cooked, because then Will Levis is going to have to wait for somebody to get open on a deeper route. You can't just, check it down for 3 yards. Tajay Spears make a man miss, Chigakonkwo make a man miss, and get a first down and keep the drive going. Like, the Titans are going to have to check down the ball, and the only way that those check downs are going to result in first downs is if you're in 3rd and manageable situation. So really, they have to run the ball great, period. But Will Levis I think they really got to ramp up the Will Levis designed runs in this game, because what the Titans do like to do against pressure, and this is a common thing around the league, I'm sure you've seen, is go 5 wide. Because then it's like,
sure, spread everything out and then run on it. Run a QB draw on that.
Yeah. Run QB draw.
All right.
Get Will Levis outside. Like, that's what I would be looking to do, because if they don't run the football and they don't use Will Levis's legs enough, they're going to be in 3rd and long, and then the Vikings can just do what they do best. And when they do that, Will Levis is either going to hold the ball and take sacks, or he's going to try to get rid of it too quick when it's not open yet, and he's going to create turnovers. So 3rd and long is the devil normally, but it's even going to be accentuated in this game. So if the Titans want to win the turnover battle, which they absolutely have to do, teams getting an upset, to beat a team that's significantly better than you, you have to win the turnover battle. It's the great equalizer in football.
You need big, explosive, swingy plays. And if you're going to talk about like down and distance too, then the other big thing is, and this has been huge for the Vikings too, is penalties. And the Vikings have had a lot of pre-snap operational issues. They've been in a lot of like 2nd and 1st and 15s.
Same.
So whoever can, I think, pull that together, right? And like, how cliche are we? Turnovers and penalties, right? But
you know what I mean? The Titans are at home, so you would think that that would benefit them in that way.
What are the Titans wearing? Do you know this one?
It's going to be all navy blue.
All navy blue? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see if we get the annual all whites for the Vikings, or if they wear their perps over there, their purple pants.
Well, that'll be interesting to see. I love the color combinations, and at this point in the season, that's something that actually brings me joy, seeing the color combinations. But
no, you got it. It's very important. The vibe is very important. I'm a big aesthetics guy. Dress well, test well.